Hey, how's it going? How's it going, everyone? That's the wrong controller. That's completely the wrong controller. Good start, Spyro. So, you know what's coming. You know what's coming. I don't have a webcam, by the way. I've watched a few people. They've already done their little webcam. Ooh, these are the things coming out. And I don't have a webcam, so I'm at least putting something on the screen to just, pass the time. Like, here's something to watch. It's not big, it's not intense. I don't have to focus on it. We can just pick some turnips. They don't sell turnips today. That's on Sundays, but we can pick some turnips or whatever while we do the Xbox, because the Xbox had its reveal, and I've seen quite a few videos. Some fine, some like heel versus babyface, bit harsh. I can see where he's coming from. Well, on some, there's two that I do have a gripe with him on, but yeah, let's talk about the Xbox. So obviously, the next generation is coming out this year. Let's go into streamer mode. I just had this on because literally I've got nothing else in the wardrobe. I have edited it into the ones. I have got a custom outfit now. Look at this. Look at this. We've got Spyro the Dragon. Like, I've got a dragon hoodie, and it's got all like the wings on the back. Really cool. Look at that. We've got like the scales on the front, wings on the back. Really cool. But yeah, let's go into Xbox now though. While we just pick some fruit off the trees or something. So they had their reveal, and as we know, the next generation is now upon us. We are in the year of the next generation. By November, probably even October, we will have not only what the PS5 and the Xbox Series X looks like, we've got the Xbox Series X, we haven't got the PS5, but not only will we know what they look like, but we will also know what exclusives there are, and pretty much which one we're going to be getting, if we are going to be getting any at all, because as it currently stands, both of them have come out. Hey, Sahara's here! Hey, we can get some mystery floors and stuff, but as it stands right now, both of them are kind of a no, at least from me. Like the PS5, we don't even know what it looks like. We had that presentation saying about the specs and how it can like detect your voice and can do the surround sound hearing thing, and everybody's got the different graphs in their ear. It showed all the statistics, but that really wasn't anything. I don't care about the statistics, because again, I don't care about the hardware. You can have the world's most advanced hardware in the world, yet here I am playing Babby game that looks like it's from the GameCube. Like, you don't need the world's most advanced hardware. I want to know what the console looks like, how much it's going to cost, and the games it's got on it. If it has some really good stuff, like, ray tracing and liquid cooling systems and, all like that, if it has those kind of things, fine, whatever, that's a nice bonus. But as you can tell from the Switch footage, the Switch ain't got any of that. The Switch is just a tablet with a little plastic dock. Yet last generation, it kicked the shit out of both the PS4 and the Xbox One, because it's like, here's just a nice little console. You put the game in, boom, you're playing the game. You don't need to do any downloads or anything like that. It's simple and it works. And if you want something big and advanced and, ooh, let's go mega, then buy a PC. Because at this point, especially with the prices now being released of around, because obviously the prices can vary by the time it comes out, but going from around $450 to $550, let's say one of those comes out at the maximum price of $550, you can buy a decent, like, we're talking about maybe not high tier, but certainly medium tier. You can buy a really decent gaming PC for £550. That's like that's about $650. $650, £550. that's a really decent gaming PC. So, like, don't waste your money because you're only going to throw it away in 10 years when the next one comes out, when the PS6 comes out. And so far, neither of them have piqued my interest. So, let's now get into the Xbox reveals. So, obviously PlayStation, they haven't shown the console yet. And the only game that we know confirmed, or, yeah, one game is The Last of Us 2. And, oh boy, that was a shit show. So it's Xbox's turn. And Xbox is saying we're going to have games, we're going to have gameplay. That was a lie. We're going to have games, we're going to have gameplay, we're going to have it all, and we're all going to see how good it is. Okay. So we start off, we've got some guy in his kitchen or whatever trying to get everybody hyped. I'm a miserable English piece of shit, so I don't get hyped. And when I was watching it with my friends, I was already like, dude, just stop. Just show me the games. Like, you're not hyping anybody. This is not hyping anybody whatsoever. But whatever, you know, again, it's an intro. They're trying to make people hyped. Whatever. We'll deal with it. So we then get into the games, which were okay. We start off with Dirt 5. Okay, I mean, Dirt 4 hasn't been out that long, so I mean, yeah, I guess if you want something just to say, hey, we got something. It's not like the best, and we know why it's not the best, but we'll come to that at the end. But it's like, hey, we got something. It's not the best, but here it is. It's something. It's like, okay then. Well, I mean, yeah, fine. I can't particularly say that I'm going to be into Dirt 5, especially again because Dirt 4 has only just been out like what, maybe a year at most. It's not been out that long, so to just throw another one out the door seems kind of desperate, but whatever. These are just the little titles. Then we got Madden 21. I mean, EA's got to make money somehow. They've shut down the Battlefield 5 servers. They've shut down the Star Wars Battlefront 2 servers because they're just abandoning those because they're not profitable anymore. So time to squeeze another one out. Time to squeeze some more. Not loot boxes. Surprise mechanics. Time to squeeze some more surprise mechanics out the door. So yeah, whatever. I mean, that's a yearly ritual at this point. That's not exactly like anything spectacular, and let's face it wasn't even that hard to predict that EA was going to do that. I'm just waiting for them to announce FIFA 21 as well. So that wasn't really hard to predict. You had some Madden guy trying to speak like he's played the game. He hasn't, and he's trying to actually, treat it as a game and not just a microtransaction with a mini game inside of it. So again, we're not off to the best. Was that like a rare bug? Shit. But we're not off to the best start here. We're not off to like a fantastic start. But then it started to pick up. We started to get a look at some good stuff. We started to get a look at some interesting stuff. So we move on and we get a trailer for what's it called now? Oh no, Alex is gonna kill me. The Skyrim with guns. I don't remember what it's called. Memory Day? Memory Dawn? Dawn Memory? I don't know what it is, but apparently it was made by one guy, and Alex, my friend, Alex the Black Fox, he has played the demo of this, or Chapter 1. You can go and you can buy Chapter 1 of it, and when the full game comes out, you'll be able to get the full game. So there is a demo of it out right now, and it's like it's something to do with like messing with memories, hence the title. So if you remember that you have a gun, your sword will become a gun, and if you remember that you have like a grappling hook, your sword will become a grappling hook, and then you can like mesh memories together, so you can have a gun sword or something like out of Final Fantasy. So yeah, that one's looking okay. I want to see more of that. again, we didn't really... Well, no, that was all gameplay, actually. I was going to say we didn't really get any gameplay, but no, that was the one game. That was the one game where we got all gameplay. So, yeah, Memory Dawn, it's looking alright, but I do want to see more of that one. I do want to see what that one has in store for us. Then what? What did we get after that? We got some... Oh, what was it? Some, like, mobile game. It looked bad. That one looked bad. I don't even remember the name of that one. That was the point where Microsoft started to lose a lot of viewers. Like, after the first two, because it started with about 300,000. The first two were like, meh, but people were like, fine. Memory Dawn kept people hooked. But after Memory Dawn came, like, this isometric, futuristic shooter thing. The frame rate was a bit crappy, and you lost a good, like, 50,000 people. Like, everybody just kind of looked at that like, oh, this is the Xbox One. Oh, I don't know about that, Chief. I don't know about that. So, yeah, that lost quite a few people. Then we move on to, like, two good ones. So, we moved on to Memory and... Oh, sorry, not Memory... Medium. We moved on to Medium. Medium looking interesting because it's basically Silent Hill in all but name, and you know it's got like the woman. Obviously, it's not a guy because they're trying to like. I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to be like Iga with Bloodstained, because with Bloodstained it's like, hey, do you want that game, you know, what can I call it? What can I call it to... Let me just check my notes here. What can I call this to not have Konami come and, like, string me up? Do you want Orchestra of the Moon 2? Oh, I get what you're on about, Iga. Yes, please. I want Orchestra of the Moon 2. Well... Here you go. Here it is, Bloodstained. It is literally that game that you like in all but name. Obviously, I can say it's Symphony of the Night, but with Konami, you don't want to say the actual name because Konami will come after you. But yeah, do you want Symphony of the Night 2? Yes, please. Here's Symphony of the Night 2. And with Medium, that one. Really looking interesting. That one got a lot of people hyped. That one got a lot of people wanting to see more because it's a lady instead of a man. You know, it's not what's his name? James Sunderland. It's not James Sunderland. It's a lady instead of a man, but it still has everything. It's got the music by the Silent Hill composer Yamaoka. It's got the Light World, Dark World thing from Silent Hill. It's got the scary mystic town. Ooh, look, we've gone to a town and it's covered in mist and smoke and there's monsters here. Ooh, what's going on? And in the interview after the show ended, you know, after the big presentation ended, and they had a couple of the interviews, they did confirm there is survival horror. So, you know, music by Yamaoka, Light World, Dark World thing, survival horror. It's literally Silent Hill in all but name. And the only thing stopping us from literally saying to you, hey, it's just Silent Hill 2, is because Konami. If we said the word Silent Hill, Konami, they'd be coming on us. They'd be, what are you doing? That's ours. So, yeah, it's... If you want, like we can't say it, but if you want Quiet Mountain, just like Quiet Mountain was back in the day, this is Quiet Mountain 2. This is the spiritual successor to Quiet Mountain 2, but don't say the words or Konami will come after you. So, Medium, that one got a lot of people interested, so we're running strong. We had a little dip with that weird mobile game. We lost a couple of people. But we're back up strong with Medium. We move on to Scorn. Oh my god! I remember that! I remember when I covered that like 3 years ago in its alpha, and then it disappeared. Yeah. That's actually really interesting. So Scorn was a game that had an alpha. You had to like message the developer, and he could send you a key to play like a demo or the alpha. And I played it, and I did a video on it. And then I'm like, yeah, man, H.R. Geiger looking stuff. This looks really good. I'm into it. I'm really invested. When's the rest of Scorn coming out? Disappeared, vanished like a ghost, just away, disappeared into the night. Oh, well, you know, like, where have you gone, Mr. Developer? Hello? Mr. Scorn Developer? That was a good game, where'd you go? No words, 3 years, dead. And then, oh my god, here it is! It turns up. It looks better. I mean, obviously, because Microsoft's probably bought the rights to it. That's why it looks better. But it's like, here it is. Oh my god, it looks so much better. Look at how much polish all this weird, crazy alien world's got. Look at how, like, good this now looks. And it's back. And it looks like it did 3 years ago, but better. And, like, the way he loads the maggot, like the weird maggot thing into the gun. I mean, it's not really a gun, but it's very hard to describe the things of that world. But the way he like loads the maggot thing into the gun, it's like, ooh, it's just like the alpha. Ooh, finally it's back. So everybody that knew of what Scorn was. I mean, everybody that didn't, it looks like H.R. Geiger. Everybody's interested, and for the people like me that did know what Scorn was, ooh, it's back. That's a nice surprise. I was not expecting to see that. I thought the developer had just vanished from time and space, but here he is. Ooh, nice. Yes, please. So we've now risen. A couple of people have come back. We've now risen with Scorn. We're going strong, and then just crashed through the floor. Absolutely, like, went off the rails at that point. Because at that point, they just started showing a bunch of random garbage with no gameplay. We got some sort of dinosaur game thing. That was shit. Nobody cared about that. Everybody's losing interest. Then you got Vampire Bloodlines, The Masquerade 2, Bloodlines 2, whatever that's called. Great RPG. I've heard a lot of people saying that the graphics look absolutely trash. I mean, it did come out 5 years ago. This is just a port. But it is a good RPG. Like, I will say this, if you saw that and you're like, it looks kind of trash, don't let the graphics put you off. The graphics, even though the graphics, that's a bit crappy, the actual story, the story itself, real good RPG. So, like, if you can, and I mean, it's like Skyrim. Skyrim looks a bit shit. Oblivion looks a bit shit. But everybody praises Oblivion. That's all, folks. Oblivion. But yeah, everybody praises Oblivion for, like, how good the story is. And that's kind of what we're in right now. You know, New Vegas, Oblivion, it looks like shit, but everybody plays it for the story. So, if you saw Vampire and you're thinking like, oh, you know, Vampire looks like shit, well, yeah, it's kind of like New Vegas. It came out 5 years ago, but it looks like shit, but it's got a really good story. So, if you're interested in the story, just look past the graphics. If you can look past the graphics, you'll be in for a good time. You'll be in for a very nice story. But, you know, it is the Xbox One X, and we're not here for ports. So, even though it's a good story, and some people were trying to defend it, like, oh, you know, good story, we ain't here for ports. So we were up there with Medium and Scorn. Then we dropped down with the dinosaur shooter thing. Then we've dropped down with Vampire the Masquerade. Then there was a Platinum Games game, which looked a little bit like a anime version of Code Vein. Like, there was a lady with some flowers. Like, the top half of her body was flowers. It looked like Code Vein meets Astral Chain, weird anime thing. Yeah, I can sell that as well. But yeah, it looked like weird Code Vein meets Astral Chain anime thing. And it got a few people looking. It got a few people being like, I mean, okay, it is Platinum Games. It is Platinum Games, so yeah, okay. I mean, fine. But again, not really interested. So that's the third. 3 strikes you're out. That's the third one. We going down to the Sleepy Grove, and then they showed something else. I don't even remember what the second to last thing is they showed, because at that point, and I'll agree, a lot of people had just zoned out. A lot of people had just like tuned out, and they were like, whatever. And then become Assassin's Creed Valhalla, that had no gameplay, or if it did, we had the Todd Howard, it's not technically a lie, it's an untruth. Like, it isn't technically a lie, because there was 2 whole seconds, two whole seconds of gameplay. We got to see a man knee another man, get his knee and just hit him right in the head. We got to see a man knee another man in the face. That's the 2 seconds of gameplay. Everything else, it's a cutscene. The camera's spinning around the battlefield, the camera's spinning around the characters. It's pre-rendered. It's all fucking pre-rendered. But we didn't technically lie, because there was 2 seconds of gameplay. There was a man kneeing another man in the face, and it's like, oh, okay. And nobody's hyped. Like, nobody was hyped for Assassin's Creed, because let's say even if it was all gameplay, even if it was all true, we all know it's going to have like 10, 11, 12 pages of microtransactions. Origins did. Odyssey did. We know that it's going to be like complete dog shit, because when you try and play it, they'll be like, ooh, you're trying to play it, but you're not leveling up fast enough. Maybe you should get a time saver from our time savers page. Or maybe you should buy the weapon pack. And no. So like, yeah, you can show Valhalla off till the cows come home, but nobody cares. Because everybody knows it's just going to be stuff through microtransactions. And that's it. That's all there was. That's all there was. And like, I get it. I get why people are angry. Like, as from heel versus babyface, very, very angry, very furious. To the point where I think his anger kind of made him a little bit biased. He was really railing on them, which, I can see why. But at the same time, then he started railing on things like Scorn, and it's like, yeah, but dude, Scorn like had a demo 3 years ago, which like you can go look at gameplay of it, you can see it. You don't have to be angry at that one, but I'm angry at that one, and I'm angry at the not Silent Hill. I've been asking for Silent Hill, the cancelled version, PT. I wanted PT. I've wanted Silent Hills. I've wanted that Silent Hills for years. Here's Silent Hills. Fucking Xbox giving me Silent Hills. And it's like, a couple of people are like that. And I get why, because you want to make Xbox the complete villain. And I'm not here to defend Xbox. Like, again, I think a lot of the things in that presentation, like the dinosaur game and that isometric cyberpunk shooter looking thing that had a terrible frame rate and run like garbage, no. That's like, no. Stop. So, like, I'm not here to defend them, but it's like, at some points near the end, you could tell that a lot of people were getting more mad at some of the decent games like Memory and Scorn than they should have been, because they were so deep in with the hate of Madden and Assassin's Creed that everything got lumped in, and I think that's a bit unfair. But to a point, though, I can see why, because this is your hello Ramses. This is your first gameplay reveal. This is where you at least want to show something. And they did say that they were saving a lot of these other games to June. And when's June? E3. Yes, E3 itself, like the actual event itself, is cancelled. But we know that Nintendo's confirmed that they are having a Direct in June. Oh, you mean like E3? Where more than likely they're going to show off Breath of the Wild 2, which we know is in development, Metroid Prime 4, that we know is in development. So more than likely, like Nintendo, who's saving their big games for their June Direct, because that's usually when E3 is, we are going to have Xbox saving all of their big games like Halo Infinite until June. Now, like, again, they needed to give something. I'm not saying to give everything, because one person that was tweeting was Sega. Like, Sega was really invested in this Xbox One X, so people were saying, oh, you know, ports of Jet Set Radio, a new Jet Set Radio, ports of Sonic, a new Sonic, because Sega, maybe even like something else, I don't know, something big. We got Yakuza 7, Yakuza 7 did have a brief trailer. Yakuza 7 did have a brief trailer, forgot to mention that, but yeah, you know, we were hoping for at least something, and there wasn't really anything, and that's, I think, what got people really riled up. If you'd have put out even one game, like everybody knows Halo Infinite's coming, and Halo is just Space Marine shooter at this point. It's not special. It's Gears of War. It's a product of its time, when Space Marines were all the rage, and big chunky men dressed as fridges were getting behind knee-high pieces of concrete for cover-based shooting. Like, the Space Marine period, it's over. Like, I get that you're going to try and shake up Halo Infinite, but the Space Marine genre is kind of over. So if you'd at least give people Halo Infinite, they might not have been as mad, but because you didn't, people got mad. But overall, like, there was a few good things, but not enough to entice me. Especially because two of them, especially Scorn, is coming to PC. So this now comes to the point of, as it stands right now, I'm not buying an Xbox. I'm not buying a new Xbox. I'm not buying a PS5 either, just in case you're wondering, like, oh, he's a Sony fanboy. He's saving his money for the PS5. No, I'm not. They haven't showed anything yet either. And, like, the two games that I'm interested in, being Scorn and, well, even that Memory Day thing. Scorn, Memory Day, and Medium, those three are already coming to PC. Memory Day, Chapter 1 is already on PC. You can buy that right now on PC. I'll just keep the PC. Scorn, it had the alpha that I played on PC. Scorn's coming to PC. As for Medium, apparently in the interview, it's coming to PC, but I can't confirm that one. But two of the three games that I cared about are coming to PC, so why would I spend £500 English on an Xbox when the only two things I care about are already coming to PC? It's not worth it. So as it stands right now for me, the Xbox isn't really worth it, and I'm probably not going to be picking it up as it stands right now. I will have another look in June, and the same for the PS5. We've seen no games. We haven't even seen the box. Don't care about a PS5. So that's also a no-go for me. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna stick with PC. There was some good stuff. I'm not gonna lie. There was some good stuff. It did get me interested, but like, no, it's fine. I'm fine. Thank you very much. I don't need that. I am okay with that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'll just stick with my Switch, and that come down to one other thing. When they were showing some of the games, especially Assassin's Creed, when they had their little interview being like, have you taken advantage of the newest Xbox technology? Well, I mean, you know, just back out. Let me just cancel this letter for a minute. I was going to send that neon sign because, like, don't send card. I was going to send that neon sign because, you know, but like, have you taken advantage of the newest, latest Xbox One Series X technology? Well, you know, Xbox, like, excuse me. You know, Xbox, like, let me just show you something to kind of prove a little point here. Xbox, that sky isn't the best looking sky. The sky isn't the best looking sky. These orange trees, they ain't the best looking orange trees. But this game, this one right here, it's one of the best sellers in the world right now. So, you know, just a question. You don't have to use this. You could use Terraria. You could use Stardew Valley. You could use Minecraft. You could use Fortnite. Fortnite's cartoony graphics, and I fucking hate Fortnite. You could use Realm Royale. You could use Paladins. You could use Overwatch. You could use any cartoony Team Fortress 2. You could use any cartoony visual style game. But we'll use this one because this is the one we're playing and we've got some numbers. But like, hey, look at this. This doesn't have liquid cooling. This doesn't have ray tracing. This doesn't have the latest Ryzen 3 multimedia suck my dick technology. That sky doesn't look all that impressive. Those orange trees don't really look all that impressive. Yeah, it's the best selling game in the world. So why do you need to be able to render each individual facial hair on a man's face? Why do you need to individually render each individual hair strand when, you know, this serves the purpose? Because it's not about looking as super hyper realistic, each hair strand rendered, every single hair follicle rendered. It's about making the game fun. Your game can look as good as it could possibly. Your game could look like it's real life. I could be looking at that screen and be like, holy shit, this must have been filmed with a real film camera in a real studio. It can look like real life. But if your game plays shit, I don't care. And we know that the Valhalla gameplay, because of all the microtransactions, is going to be shit. So like, it's not worth it. All this money that you put into the technology to make the Xbox and the PS5 so much more expensive, it was never worth it. Because most people are playing shit like this. And again, even if you're now sitting there saying, oh, Switch fanboy. No, I've got a PC. What do you think I'm recording this video on? Even if we were to remove the Switch, what are people playing on the PC? They're playing Fortnite, cartoony graphics. They're playing Minecraft, fucking Lego blocks. They're playing Realm Royale, Paladins, Overwatch, all cartoony graphics. And their PC is the exact same price. It's going to be about $500, £500, and they can upgrade it without spending another £500. They need more RAM? Just go down to the store. Oh, that's £60 for some extra RAM. That'll last them for a while. Oh, you need a better processor? Well, that's £100. Put that in there. These two consoles, they're locked. You can't upgrade them in any way. once your 6 or 7 years have expired, and we move on to the Xbox Series Y and the PS6, you got to throw them in the bin. You got to spend another $600-700 on an entirely new console. So for the 2 games, or for all the games, sorry, because I'm interested in 2, but for all the games on your Xbox, it's not worth $500. And for the 2 games that I'm interested in, Scorn and Memory Day, both of those are on PC, or both of those are confirmed coming to PC. So I'm just going to stick with the PC. But yeah, that's my thoughts. I will get this Animal Crossing review done eventually, but we had the Xbox reveal today, and you know, it was. I can't say it was joy. I didn't even realise I pressed this. I can't say it was like yay. It was definitely not. It was definitely not yay. How do you get the wheel up? Oh fuck. I don't know how you get the wheel up. But yeah, it was definitely not yay. I'll put it that way. It was definitely not a yay. It was middling. It was middling. Where's middling? There you go. That'll do. It was just yeah. I'm not happy. I'm not happy, but I'm not like completely depressed. I'm not crying. I'm just like, yeah, you know. It was okay. It was fine. It was average. Whatever. Whatever. You know, if it launches, I'm sure it will do fine. You know, it's got a lot of people that liked a couple of the games. It's got a lot of people that hated the games. It's got me just kind of standing here in the middle, looking like, yeah, it was okay. And we're all just kind of waiting till June, because June's when they're gonna have all the big E3 reveals. So I'm sure it'll be fine. The Xbox will do fine. You know, I know there's going to be a couple of people that are already buying it. I know there's going to be a couple of people that are no longer going to be buying it, but it was a middling presentation. It was mild disappointment at best. It's not enough to go like super rage. It was just mild disappointment at best. And that's really it. That's all I've got to say. So, you know, that's my thoughts. That's just my quick podcast-esque, podcast-like thoughts on the Xbox conference. And I'm going to go and finish the Animal Crossing review and, you know, actually edit all that together. And then we'll do that. And then I might do some streaming tomorrow, but we'll see. So for now, that's it. That's my thoughts on the Xbox presentation. It was middling, and I'll wait till June to see like what they're really coming out with at E3. But till then, and yes, I do know E3's cancelled, but all 3 of them are having like a Nintendo Direct style, you know, video being put out around the time that E3 should have been. But yeah, I'm just gonna wait till June. So that's my thoughts, and I'll see all of you in a bit.